Welcome to Bargain Hunters Antique and Flea Market Mall of Johnson City. I'm Mickey Brock and this is a Vendor Spotlight. Today we're going to meet Adrien and his sister Layla. The relationship between siblings can often be crazy and complex. Growing up, kids would argue over who gets the last slice of pizza or who's going to sit shotgun. One thing is for sure, the relationship between siblings is a very treasured and precious thing. Adrien and Layla grew up with a wonderful mother who taught them the importance of preserving history and art and culture. However, the most important thing she taught them was that family is the real treasure.
I'm Adrien Cruz, and I am booth partners with my sister Layla here at the Bargain Hunters Flea Market and Antique Mall. My sister and I were exposed to just about everything you could imagine because our mom was she was a really bright lady and she had a lot of interest. She was very artistic and creative. Our mother loved to collect antiques. That was her passion, was finding treasure somewhere. She's no longer with us. It was a big loss. She was a special person. It occurred to us one day that one of the things that remind us of our mom is antiquing. Going, finding those treasures, hitting antique stores, going to flea markets, just looking for stuff. And we ended up accumulating so much stuff. The overflow has to go somewhere. So we opened a booth, and then we realized that we kind of like it. We'll set aside a weekend, and we just drive and drive and drive. And we try to map it out so we can hit as many spots on one route as we can. We like to find an out-of-the-way antique store. Since we did spend so many years just, finding these places, we know where they are. To wander around somewhere and find something that somebody's going to like it, even if you don't need it. Our hope is that once we salvage these little jewels that are scattered, that the right person that appreciates it, understands what it is, will find it. And so this is kind of like our little depository of treasures. We can appreciate just about anything, and you can tell by the weird mix of stuff in here that, when we see treasure, we see it, we recognize it, and we bring it. Some people will look at it and be like, what is this collection of oddness? Because they're not familiar with it, like Rainbow Bright. If you weren't a child of the 80s, is that a clown doll? What is that? No, it's Rainbow Bright. The little girl that used to have that doll is going to see this, and she's a woman now, and she's like, man, I want my Rainbow Bright back. When we were kids, one of the big things we looked forward to was the fair coming to town. And we would play the games to challenge your skill. But winning it felt good. I remember in particular, I liked throwing darts at the balloons. And, you could win stuffed animals, mirrors, pictures. And so it was really cool when I found these that, we got Alf, AC/DC, Lionel Richie, Rush, REO Speedwagon. This is stuff that back in those days, those were big names, those were big things, and people were really into them. If you weren't in that time, you're not going to understand why these are important. But for the right person to walk up to this case and see this stuff, that's kind of what I hope for, is that the right person is going to find this and appreciate it and give it a home instead of it ending up in the garbage.